Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Bismillah, alhamdulillah, wassalatu wassalamu ala rasulillah wa ala alihi wa sahbihi wa man wala wa ba'd. Today's dua is from verse number 100 from Surah Al-Safat. Today's dua is your investment. You will never be able to make a better dua for any big investment like today's dua. You know, when it comes to risk, we usually think risk is associated with wealth, right? How much mal, how much accumulation of assets we have. But in reality, if you look into the deen, there are three types of risk. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is Razzaq. He's the one who gives the sustenances and the provisions. So there are three types of risk. We perhaps have heard of this saying that if you lose money, you lose a little. If you lose family, you lose a lot. If you lose your deen, you lose everything. Right? So similarly, it's taken from Imam Ibn al-Qayyim, who said there are three anwa of risk, that there are three types of risk. One, the lowest level of risk is wealth. He said on top of that, it is family. And on top of that is hidayah. Right? Because hidayah is also a provision of Allah. It's not granted to everyone. Right? This is the special type of hidayah, which is only granted to a few people. So for example, out of everyone who's accepted Islam, a few are blessed to partake in a congregational prayer. Right? That is that unique hidayah which Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala gives to certain people. So that is also part of risk sustenance that you ask Allah. And if you look into the Quran, usually amwal and awlad. وَيُمْدِدُكُمْ بِأَمْوَالٍ وَبَنِينَ. Right? Allah will bless you, will grant you more wealth and children. They both go together and they both are a form of rizq. So today's dua, as I said, it's your dua for investment. And this is from Surah Safat, verse number 100. And this is the dua of Ibrahim alayhi salam. Ibrahim alayhi salam saying, Rabbi habli min as-salihin. It's a very simple dua. Rabbi, my Lord, habli, gift me, i.e. a child, min as-salihin, from the righteous. So, taking this dua into context, remember for the first 80 or so years of Ibrahim alayhi salam's life, he had no children. And when he made this dua, Rabbi habli min as-salihin, who was he granted? Ismail alayhi salam, who was the older child, and then Ishaq. Alright, and then when he was given the bashar of Ishaq, the wife of Ibrahim alayhi salam, Sarah, she remarked that I will have a child with this old person. And the reply came, أَتَعْجَبِينَ مِنْ أَمْرِ اللَّهِ. Are you surprised at the amr, at the command of Allah? Rahmatullahi wa barakatuh, at His mercy and at His blessings. So this is a blessing, right? A righteous child is the biggest blessing that anyone can get in this world. So when making this dua, Rabbi habli, oh Allah, grant me, gift me with someone who is from the Salihin. So how is this investment for you? Because Prophet ﷺ said, إِذَا مَاتَ إِبْنُ آدَمْ إِنْقَطَعَ عَمَلُهُ إِلَّا ثَلَاث. When the child of Adam dies, all their deeds are cut off except for three. What's the first one? Yes, waladun salih yad'u lahu. A righteous waladun salih. The first thing that will bring you continuous benefit in your grave is a righteous child who would pray for you. Who would pray for you. A righteous child. And this word salihin, it's such an important, it's an in-focus word right now. Right? That's what you are concentrating on. Not any children, but children who are righteous. Because if these children are righteous for you, they are your biggest source of sadaqah jariyah. There is nothing like this. They are your biggest source of sadaqah jariyah. Now this word salihin, it comes from the word salah, right? And if you look at the three root letters, it's sad, lam, and ha, salaha. Right? What does word salaha mean? Something to fix, something to correct, something to make it perfect. And it's inclusive of everything, salahuddin, right? Their deen is upright, salahul badan, salahul jism. Every aspect of them is completely correct. It's upright. It's rectified from Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. The reason I'm stressing on this dua right now, there are parents who come and their children, sometimes they are going through mental health problems, right? It's a reality. But if you're praying for Rabbi habli min as-salihin, oh Allah, keep my child, or grant me the children and keep my children from the salihin, automatically you're praying for their well-being of this world, of their jism, of their body, of their health, right? There are parents, wallahi, who come and say, my child is exposed and more leaning towards some certain ideologies. And you all know what those ideologies are right now, which are prevalent in our society. All right? And this is the biggest worry they have. Again, what's the dua which could help? Rabbi habli min as-salihin. Wallahi, there are parents who are coming saying, my child does not really believe in Islam. Again, what's the dua? Rabbi habli min as-salihin. Right? So it's very important. Think about it, it's your investment. It's your investment in your child, because you will pass away. Who will make dua for you? That's your sadaqah jariyah. Rabbi habli min as-salihin. 5 words, very easy, simple 5 words. Rabbi habli min as-salihin. Let's repeat this. Rabbi habli min as-salihin. And may Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala grant everyone righteous children. Jazakumullah khairan.